Hi, welcome. Today we're going to be working on some birthday cards, and it's part of the card making series. I am doing this year on birthday cards, trying to use up your stash and making some quick and simple cards using what you already have. So today I wanted to focus on birthday candles because that's really something that you can easily look through your stash and find some stamps or dies or use some washi. So I grabbed my washi to make up some big candles with. So if you don't have any stamps or dies that are candles or birthday related, you can just use up some of your washi. And most of us have a stash of this. So we'll be doing both. I wanted to show you some examples of what you might have in your own stash. So I have an actual set of cards that have birthday candles. It's just focused around birthday candles. It's by Catherine Pooler, and it is called Make-A-Wish stamp set, and I also have the dies. And I like it because I like a lot of the Catherine Pooler sets. You can put different colors, so there's different lengths. So there's like a really long candles and a bit shorter. Then there's some patterns you can put on top, and you can change up the ink color to make them look really different. And they have the flames. You can do just like the plain one, or you can do this one, which actually has says happy birthday along the top, which I thought that was really cool. So you can spell that out. So that's a really cool set. I haven't had a chance to use this yet. So I'll use that today. And then I also found I had this one, which I bought on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And it's got like a set of candles there. It's got some stars in that around it. It's got some great sentiments. I especially like this one. Stop getting older. You're waiting me out. I recently used that on my brother's card. So that one is another option. So you probably have something that has some kind of candle in your stash. Big one, small one. You can also look for candle stickers. So I'll show you an example of that. I made this card with these candle stickers, and I actually forgot the pack of stickers at work, but I bought them at Michael's, and I'm sure even dollar stores and that have candle stickers, and they're pretty easy to find online. And that if you're interested in something like that and you want something really quick, I grabbed an oval die cut that I had, and I just stuck on the stickers. And this was a larger birthday sentiment, and it had another part written up top or below it, and I just trimmed this part off and made it into a little banner, and just using my scissors. And I put it on a teal note card to kind of coordinate with some of the teal in the stickers. And so you can do something really easy like that. And I just chose 5. I just chose a number, but you could do the number that they're turning. If they're turning, like a lower number of years. And we're also going to be making one with washi. So here is one example. I wanted to use up this really big happy birthday live it up card that I've had in my stash for a while. I just used 3 colors of washi, and then I outlined it. That one I kind of messed up a little bit, but I just outlined it in my black fine liner after to make them stand out a bit more. So we'll be making a washi one, and we'll be making one with my stamp set. So here we go. Let's start with, we're going to do the stamp set first, I think. And I think I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it a landscape card. I don't tend to do those very often, so I thought I would try that. So let's see. I think I'm going to do the solid, and then in a color, and then some patterns on top. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll pull that out. I'll do 3, I think. So I'll do maybe like a light color, dark color kind of thing. So grab some inks. And a little pieces of the Catherine cooler. I think since it's Catherine cooler stuff, I'm going to use my Catherine cooler inks. And let's see. So I just store them in a little clear case and then in a drawer. I think I will do maybe the blues or some teals. Yeah, maybe blues. Let's do blues. Okay, and then pick some lighter ones. Maybe I'll do the stone blue and then the dress blue on top. Let's see. I know she's got like party, but I think those two would look nice together. Okay. And you can definitely measure where you want these to go, but I think I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna bring them down just a little so it gives me space to do the tops. And let's see if I do one there. I'm gonna use these as placeholders for now to kind of let me align my stamps properly. Let's see. I think it's gonna be like this. Let's see. That's too much on this side. And I could measure it, like this is 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to have it over just a bit. I'm using my stamp platform to measure it. I can also use a ruler for that. Okay, I think that's good. You could even measure halfway and then make sure the center one is in the middle and then kind of eyeball the other two. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to do that. I'm just gonna do this one. Take a look at the color. Whoops. Okay. So this is the stone blue. And the nice thing is too, you can make the candles, you know, kind of wonky, because candles aren't perfectly straight and perfect. They can be a little bit like the tops, the wax peels, or not peels, drips and kind of molds and moves, and it's not like a perfectly straight or perfect thing, right? So I'm going to move this one over to approximately the next spot over. So clean that up. Let's see. No, I need to line that one up a bit better. And you might not be able to tell, but they're a bit tapered at the top. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. tops. And so the cool thing about this one is it has, I don't know if you can see this, a very small for the inside, an outline, and then a solid. Okay, so we can use all three. I don't think I'm going to use the outline for today because I don't really have much of an outline on these. If I did the inside in black, I would probably do the outline in black. I'm going to try it just with a bit of yellow and orange and see how it looks. Because I kind of like the softness of it. I've got lemonade and then tiki torch. I think that should work. So I'm gonna do the lemonade drops first. And if you're doing a bunch of these, like if you wanted to do a whole bunch of cards, you can do like one part at a time. You could even do just one candle in the middle and maybe do some like a cool background and just have this as like the center focal point. You might even want to use a stamp block for this because this is just a quick one stamp instead of having to move it on your stamp positioner. Okay, those, and then I'm gonna do the inside with a bit of yellow or a bit of an orange. So let's see. And then you can leave it, or you can do like a little line down the middle, just to show the candles attaching, you know, like the wick of the candle. So I'm going to, I just did like a quick like line down the middle. You could do it in the blue to keep them all blue. I had some pre-made sentiments from, I believe it was a Pink Fresh set. And this one said, the more candles, the bigger the wish, and count your blessings, not your candles. I like that they both had candle comments. And I think I'm going to put this one right here. I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to maybe put this on some dark blue to kind of to coordinate with this. And then I'll put this on a dark blue card base. So I'm going to do all of that for the card. Maybe add some little doodads here. Okay, so you don't have to put the little sparkly bits. I just wanted to do a whole bunch. That's really up to you. There's a little smudgy there, so I'm gonna put another one there. For the washi, I am going to use a white card base, and I'm going to do this directly on the card base. Okay, I've chosen 3 that seem to coordinate together nicely, and you can just peel off your pieces around close to the same size. This particular piece feels more papery and less sticky, so I am going to add glue. I'm looking at the top and the bottom, and the top there kind of reminds me more of a candle, and I'm just gonna eyeball it to center, but you could also measure. So that would be, yeah. Let's see, it's easier to do this one in centimeters. So 14, 7, that's 7, exactly. See, did pretty good. Okay, and then I will choose the other two. Now, I think I want the bottom to be straight, even though the top, I think it, because it's a candle and they get melted, I think it looks better when they're not straight. I think the bottom looks a bit better straight. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna peel these two. And I know this is Simple Stories because the inside says Simple Stories, but I could not even tell you what collection this is from or how old it is because, yeah, I don't know how old these are. I'm going to rip it a bit longer. In fact, this looks like it has, I don't know if you can see that. There's like a line. So I'm going to cut that one. That's going to be my bottom. And I'm going to put just a bit of space in between. And then just rip the top. Then I'm going to get my third one and do the same thing. You can do a bunch of these, different colors, different numbers of cards. You could do candles like all the way across using your washi. I like to use a stamp block or something just with a straight edge to rip my edges. Okay, and then I'm going to glue that down. And I have this Count Your Blessings, Not Your Candles. I want to put it here. I'm going to keep this super clean and simple. And so since this is gold and not black, I'm going to do a gold, use a gold pen, gold marker, or a gel pen. I think that's what I have. I know I have something in gold. Yes, this is a Recollections gold pen. I'm not sure how long ago I got that. So I'm going to use that to draw my wicks. So it's a little bit lighter. I thought that looked nicely. I kind of wish actually that my candles were a bit lower, but that's okay. Already done. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this, I'm just gonna pop that up on a little bit of foam tape to give it some dimension. I have this square of foam tape. Again, I don't know where it came from, but I have it, so I'm gonna use it. And then, yeah, so I like how it looks. I wish this part down here wasn't so big, so I might actually trim it down a little bit. I should have brought those a bit down. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, instead of having to redo the whole thing. All right, I like how that turned out. All right, so here are the two cards we made. One using a stamp set, one using some washi. So most likely you have some kind of washi or stamp set you can use. And then here are some other examples I made. This one also using some washi and just a cut apart. And this one using some stickers from, I believe it was from Michael's that I bought these, and another cut apart from an old paper pack. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found something to inspire you to use something in your stash, and I will see you soon. Take care.